Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. Good morning. I was looking through my stash, and every time I look through my stash, I thought, oh, I've got 10 minutes. I can look for stuff. Before I know it, a half an hour's gone by. Oh, good morning, everybody. Today is January 5th. 2023. Can you believe it's 5 days into the new year already? I don't know. Where does that time go? Good morning. Good morning. Let me get out here to my tablet so I can welcome folks in. I'm not going to be on as long this morning. I'll probably jump off about 8 o'clock because I got a doctor appointment today. So let's see. Yesterday I was working in my desk journal, and I think I'm going to do these by month. My desk journal by month. Well, let's put it this way. I'm not going to bind it until the end of the year. I have things I want to put on here. I found some of this typography paper. I knew I had it. I've never opened it. And since this is a desk journal, I think I want typography paper. Yesterday, we did these tags and this. Maybe I'll put this on this side. What's on this side? Yeah, let's put it down here. What's up here? Yeah, let's move this bobby pin. Oh, I wanted to show you too. I ordered some bobby pins off of Amazon because I can't find them at Walmart anymore. Let me zoom in a little. Hold on. I got it all. My camera's all off here. Is that better? Let my laptop catch up with. There we go. That's better. Okay. Good morning, Rhonda. Hi, Nina. Good morning, Arlene. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning, Stephanie. I popped into Stephanie's live last night, and let me write this down. Hold it. Let's just leave this here. My head goes 10 different ways at once. Where's my happy thoughts book? Where's my happy thoughts? Oh, did I put it over here? Is this it? Yeah. We got some happy thoughts to write for the fifth. Well, I might have two happy thoughts for the 5th, because I'll probably have a happy thought about my doctor, I'm hoping. And of course, the pen I want. I've got these out. I've got this one out. Here, I want this one. January 5th. This is off of Becky's Happy Jar of Memories. And this envelope is my jar. So January 5th. I popped into Stephanie's, and she was working on a leather-bound journal. And I didn't catch what you were going to do with it and everything, but she was working with the spine. And I'm going, well, maybe you could do it like Shannon does. And she goes, who's Shannon? Shannon Green. And so I was able to catch Shannon online, bless her heart, and introduce Pam to Stephanie. I was able to introduce Pam to Shannon Green. And that was just fun to do because I thought, oh, Shannon's probably off doing something. Shannon is such a delightful person. She's been online for, forever. And she has a really great channel. And the word that I was thinking of last night, and I don't think I communicated to you, Stephanie, was Shannon Green's. She calls them custom keepers. And if you search for the word custom keepers out on YouTube. You will see all these videos of people who do these custom keepers. What Shannon does is she gets a hold of this vinyl that they use for advertising billboards, and after they're done and bring them down, she's got a source for them. I'm not sure what it is or where it is, but she fuses her vinyl together, and she makes vinyl journals out of them. But she has a way of lacing the inside. She has a way of lacing the inside to hold those papers that you put in, because they're Midori style. You can pull the paper out and put it in, and that's kind of what Stephanie was wanting to do on the journal she was making. And so I thought, well, maybe, maybe Shannon can tell her how it's done, but I wasn't sure Shannon was sharing that. I know Shannon has on the fusing of the vinyl, I think Shannon has a patent on how she fuses the vinyl, but I don't think that she minds sharing. And in fact, she has a link to a video. Of course, I put the link up there, and I want to share that with you. But I was talking to Shannon afterwards because I had a idea. I said, well, if it works for you, Shannon, it should work for her, And I said, what if she would put a strip of vinyl in there? And Shannon said that would work. That would work if she doesn't bind your pages too tight. And I'm not sure how tight you want to bind your pages, but if you don't bind them too tight, you can Shannon's pages work really good in her custom keepers. In fact, she sells them. And so Shannon and I think that Stephanie might need to experiment with how she's binding the papers. And maybe if you don't want that really thick, I hope she's in here, if you don't want that really thick leather piece that was working for you, maybe you could put that leather, I don't know if you put it on cardboard or what. But anyway, I was thinking you could put a piece of that vinyl in there, and maybe even, I don't know how thick your leather is, but even a thinner light leather piece in there. And that vinyl would provide the stiffness for it. But I don't know. But the joy of the whole thing that I want to write down in my happy memory book is I was able to introduce, I have to giggle because I finally found somebody online who didn't know Shannon Green. Everybody knows Shannon Green. And I said, Pam is probably just getting involved in I'm not Pam. Why do I keep calling you Pam? It's Stephanie. Stephanie is just getting involved in this and doing, doing the art groups and everything. I don't know for sure, but I was able to introduce Stephanie. This is a happy memory to me because, that's the way we share with each other is, somebody's looking for a solution and you may not have the right solution, and the person that you think might be able to have that has the right solution, she may not be the right one, but at least you were able to put the two together. And that's community. That's community. And, it's the community that is fascinating me this year. The Streamathon just was an excellent. And you know what? The Streamathon just about didn't happen this year because I was tired. I was, you know, and I had this eye issue to deal with, and I've had other issues and private issues, and it just about didn't happen this year. But Paint Girlie stepped in and put it all together for us. Bless her heart, and she did such an excellent job. That's community. That's community. And when we're able to help each other, and not only help each other, think of each other, and that's, you know, that just kind of fascinates me. And it also fascinates me that we're able to reach people across the world. Over in Australia, Amazon Tammy is in Australia, and Janet Nash is in England. Raul is in Spain. Chris is in Mexico. And I'm just talking, we had Linda McAllister and Arabella are in the Netherlands. And it just fascinates me. And then not only that, the people here in the States. Paint Girlie is from back east. Cheryl's from back east. Beth Schuler is from down in Florida. Barbara Clark is from out in California. Mina's in Arizona. Deb Farrell is from, is it Oklahoma or Missouri? Down south. You know, it's just the reach that it just fascinates me. It fascinates me. So I'm just going to put, I was able to introduce Stephanie to Shannon Green. That was just a happy moment for me that I was able to do that. And then I'll probably have a couple other happy moments. I thought of another one, but as I was talking, it got out my head. So this was a great idea. This was a really nice idea from Becky. Becky's out in North Carolina or South Carolina. You know, it fascinates me how we're all over the world. All right, Mary's on her soapbox. Oh, and I wanted to show you. I ordered some bobby pins off of Amazon because I can't find them at Walmart. Let me pull them out here. I ordered 6 packages of them. I got them as a bundle of 6. But these are the Goody brand. And what I like about these, let me pull one out. What I like about them is, oh yeah, they have the kick. But the kick isn't as kicky as this, is it? Well, no. It's a little bit flatter down here. And it doesn't, yeah, it has that bump. Yeah, I guess it's pretty similar to the others, but for somehow this seemed flatter to me. And I guess it's really not. Well, I think the kick is smoother. It's definitely smoother. The kick here, I call this the kick down here, this little point. And some people don't like to use bobby pins because of that kick. Cindy Utter got out her hammer and started pounding it flat. And I tried that too, but then I can't get it in. The kick is there so you can put it in your papers. But this kick doesn't have that extra, it's more of a slant. This other one is this one, I'll put them together here. I think it's the kick, because everything else is the same. But this kick goes up, it goes up and then that way. That's how that kick works. This kick just goes up. And it's not as, it's a little bit more of a sharper angle. And I think I like those about the Goodies, the Goody brand. So the kick is there so that you can just slip it on your papers easy. But anyway, I ordered a pack of them, And they put these little papers, these soft little papers between them. I don't know why. It's like your roller when you have a permanent. All right, let me put these back in the envelope. I like my, I'm going to keep one packet out. I like my bobby pins. I'm a bobby pin gal. Not for my hair as much. And then I got yesterday in the mail, I got order a Mary Jane's magazine for, you buy like 4 issues for, what was it? For $16, $15.99. It's $4 a magazine. And that's a pretty good savings to subscribe to some of these magazines because it's a pretty good savings. And I can't get them at the library anymore. They found out I liked the free magazines, so they don't put them out anymore. I don't know what's wrong with the world. They find out that you love something and so they quit doing it. Because somebody else loves it too. They probably give them to doctor's offices or something, which is okay. There's a calendar I wanted to save. So, and they took the magazines off the grocery store shelves. It just, I'm going, well, I can't get them for free. I can't buy them. I'm going to have to subscribe to them. I'm going to put this little tag I made right there. Now, let's finish saying good morning to everybody. Good morning, Arlene and Nina and Rhonda, Stephanie. I saw Stephanie and I went off on my soapbox. Good morning, ladies. Stephanie says, I hope everybody rested well. I did. I was tired last night. I went right to sleep. Kimberly, there's Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. Arlene. Posh, good morning, Posh. Posh says, hi, everybody and everyone. I'm on my way to bed, but gave a thumbs up, of course. Thank you so much, Posh. She's probably in bed by now. Oh. Posh is getting Angie's. Only Angie comes in and says, good morning. All right, I'm off to bed. And then a little bit later, she'll pop in and says, I'm back. Okay, I'm off to bed. We love our Angie. Angie, I call my naps now Angie naps. Okay, Posh, have a great sleep. I think Posh is more of a night person like Arlene is. And I know Posh, the Posh Maniac, she hosts for Keisha's Creations, and she does a wonderful job of hosting for Keisha. And the reason I'm not getting into Keisha and Rosemary these days is, man, I would be buying left and right. And I buy things like these bobby pins, but you know, I've got to watch my spending. I've got to watch my spending until I get my doctor bills. And you know what, you guys? I paid a whole bunch of bills right before Christmas. And I like paying immediately. You know, I like to go online and pay it or go to their office and pay it because it comes out of my bank account right away. I'm waiting for about 4 checks to come in so I don't overdraw my account by keep on spending, you know. And I don't like paying by check anymore because it just takes, well, it takes at least 4 or 5 days to get to them. Then they have to process it all. And then it takes 4 or 5 weeks to go through all, I mean, weeks, it seems like weeks, 4 or 5 days for it to, I probably won't see those checks come in until the middle of January, you know. And so when you have oodles of money in the bank, that doesn't bother you. But when you're on a budget and you got to watch that you don't overdraw, you know, I just don't spend checks very well anymore. If I do use a check, I go to the bank and get a draw out a personal money order or something like that. And that way it's already taken out of my bank account, so I've already spent it. But with a check, it doesn't come out until they return the check. And that's could be from 15 to 28 days. That kind of bothers me. I'm waiting for some checks to come in. Okay, I got off on Posh. Hi, Icy. Good morning, Icy. Good morning, good morning. Arlene said, Shannon is wonderful. Shannon's comment section is where I found Meri. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. See, that's community. That's community. The comment section. I know Janet Nash says several times, she says she enjoys the conversations in the comments. And commenting used to be bigger than it is today. Everybody used to comment on videos and chat in the comments and that. But since the live streams happen, people come in and share during the live streams. And then, you know, they've already shared on that video. And so the comments don't happen as much as they used to. Let's see. Posh sleep well. Poshy Mina says. Arlene says, Shannon's new video. Thank you, Arlene. Posh says, hi, Yat. Tell me this again, Mina. How did you get the name Yat on at Keisha's? They call her Yat. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Posh. Hi, Kimberly, which includes you, Poshy. What's Meri up to this morning? Well, I'm up to figuring out what I'm going to be up to. Let's see, I wrote down my happy memory. I think this envelope, I'm going to write happy envelope of memories or something on here. I don't know what I'm going to write on it, but it's going to travel from month to month, and then I'll just keep adding my memories in this envelope like Becky does her jar. I might just call it Happy Jar of Memories. So I'm done doing that. And let's see. My dashboard. Here, let's put we need to put my calendar in here. What's on the other side here? Ah, perfect. We'll put my calendar here. Right now we'll use a bobby pin because I want to get it done. This might travel too from section to section. So I want to, I need to put a face. This is what I was looking for while I was looking through my stash this morning. I want a new face on Sherry's paper doll. And I know I got faces that'll fit on there, but I was looking for them. And I know I have those blue sequins that I want to put on Shannon's Happy Mail. I can't find them. They're here someplace. Maybe if I clean off this cart over here, they would, I'd find them. But I want to make this list. Now, I kind of have a list of here. Postcard fabric trim. I did get that out, so that's done. I started working on my January postcards. And that goes on my 5 project list. Paper doll to Dee Dee. We need to work on that. And my desk journal is going to be ongoing. Like, you'll probably be seeing me work in my desk journal all year. Because I'm calling it a desk journal. But I haven't put it together yet because I want to put some of that postcard fabric in here. And I found that typography paper, so that kind of goes with journaling. But let's see. So these, I'm just going to check this off. We're working, and this is a project, and then I want to make a list of projects. So that's this. So these 2 things I want to do. I made this journal. This one's done. I should have an accomplished list. And I put one on here yesterday. Raul thinks I should draw Marie Antoinette, so this is a new one. Book for wipe-off paint. Maybe I'll see if I can't find a book today. So this is something I want to do. So I should have a to-do and a done section here. And here's my to-dos, and here's my done. I don't want that to be. Instead of done, I'm going to write accomplished on here. Write it over here so it doesn't get accomplished. ACCOMPLISHED. So this is my accomplished list over here. Accomplished. And I'll start out with, I made that Stitch Flow book. I need to get out and see what she's doing. And this is my calendar on here. There, we'll put it like that. And then down here are my to-dos. One of these I can get done right now. I'm still looking for a good face for Sherry. I need to get a book for wipe-off paint. Maybe I can do that today. I'm going to work on my list of 5 projects of ongoing. And so what I want, ongoing 5 projects. This is from Rhonda. Rhonda said, Meri, because I was saying I'm just overwhelmed with stuff. And she's told me this before. And I said, yeah, I need to do that. And then I don't. But this month, this year, because I want to get it done. Let's see. I'm looking for a piece of scratchy paper here. So I sort out, and then I mess up, and then I sort out. Here's some napkins. That's a paper towel and a paper towel. That's some tape. Let me put these down with my napkins. And I'm looking for a piece of paper. I have Happy Mail to send out. Hold on. I'm looking for something I can use. I still got Christmas stuff. Hold on. On the very bottom. She pulls it out of the bottom of the stack. Not the music. This is a Christmas book I want. Here, maybe. Is that too dark? That's a nice dashboard. That's a piece of cardboard. This is... No, I don't want either one. Hold on, Mary's looking. I want a pretty piece of paper. Nothing I have suits me until I find what I want. Oh, I could write it on one of these. I'm going to send... That isn't what I want to use, though. This goes... Hold on. I got another one I got 2 of them that's been opened. I want the one that's been opened. Let me look. Seed packet. Well, I might just use a piece of paper. All this hunting around here. I should get all this out ahead of time, shouldn't I? Except I never know that I'm going to do it. Let's just grab a piece of paper. I want to do my 5 project list. And it will be, let me just, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy-dancy. I'd like something different on this, but we'll do it. I might change this later. But I want to get it documented or my head will not hold on to it. So I'm just going to call this my 5 project list. I should put 5 plus because that's what it usually is. This is 5 plus project list. But I'm going to keep the main ones to 5. And let's see what I wanted here. I want the I want to do the Inktober. I have 5 pages to finish up, so I should be able to finish that Inktober of 2022. I'm doing game pieces and game pieces, and I have 5 pages left for it to be done. 5 pages left. So I should be able to get that done in a reasonable amount of time. And the second one is my, I'm carving 2-inch, I'm just going to call it 2-inch alphabet stamps. 2-inch alphabet stamps. I want to finish those up. And I'm carving them out of those Pentel erasers. Pentel erasers. And I think I'm on the letter Q. I'm on letter Q. Q through Z is what I have left to do. And I can get those done. Now, the others I keep going back and forth. I had put my bug journal, but I'm going to leave those blank right now because my head's not thinking. And then I have a few ongoing things like my desk journal, 2023. This is ongoing. My 2023 desk journal. And I'm not going to go any more than 5 here. And this is what Rhonda says. When you get one done, you can cross that off and put another one on there. I probably will not get, oh, I know I had postcards, January postcards, 10 January postcards. And I'm not going to put my paper dolls for my December daily. I'm working on them, but it's slow. January postcards, desk journal. And then the another one ongoing is my 2023 scrap calendar. Those things I kind of work on like I'm working on here. Now I'm wanting to put my bug journals here because I'm almost done with those. Rosemary did a bug caboodle. I think it was either November or October. I think she calls it nature. No, I think she did a separate bug one too. But I'm working on, let's put bug nature because I'm almost done with those. Caboodle. And I might cross that off and put whatever I think I had that, and I can't remember what I had for the 5th one. And an ongoing is Happy Mail, but part of my Happy Mail are the January Happy Mail. And this is ongoing, but it's kind of sporadic because I'm not going to send out any more Happy Mail now until I get these Happy Mail. And when I do Happy Mail, you know, like I have a giveaway, I can't just send the giveaway. I've got to paint an envelope or put something else in there. So it takes me time. I need to get it all together before I give it away. And I certainly didn't do that with these giveaways because it was Christmas and I wanted to have my giveaways. So now I'm painting pictures to go in. So this is ongoing, but it's ongoing, but it's going to be very slow until I can get myself. I'm still struggling with that. I'm going to leave the 5th one blank until I can remember what I put on it. But I'm going to take this list of projects and put it up here in the accomplished. Because here it is. And I'm going to put that under here. So this is kind of my desk journal. This really is not a Society of Idea Collector. It's more, I don't know, it's more, a daily journal type thing. Not daily, but, you know. Stop there, Mary. All right. Let me look at chat because I'm off on my world here. Let me look at chat. We left off with Mina said she only just started a few minutes ago. Greeting, people. Yeah, I was a little late in getting started this morning because I got sidetracked looking through my stash. Let's put my calendar here because I know I want to work on it next. Otherwise, I'll get sidetracked. Sharing is caring, Posh says. Yes, definitely, Stephanie says. I love the community. I think I just realized how much I enjoy you guys. You know, when you stream and when you do art, sometimes it's all about your art. That's why we're here. But during the streamathon, because I read so much chat, and I just realized how much you guys mean to me. And I always knew you did, but it's the community, how we share with each other. That's just really on my heart this year. Posh, are you in Michigan? I'm in Michigan, Jean says. There's Icy. Hi, Icy. Did I say good morning? Pam says she's in... Oh, she's less than an hour away from Shannon. Oh, Stephanie, that's wonderful. Shannon and Rosemary is in Arkansas too, Fort Smith, Arkansas. So every now and then, I don't know if they're going to continue doing it, but in the past, they have get-togethers. Rosemary and Shannon and a couple other gals in that area have gotten together. So you might want to keep your ears. And Shannon is teaching, she's the artist in residence this year at, you need to, if you haven't, I don't think you're on Facebook, are you? Because Shannon has a wonderful group on Facebook. But she communicates on YouTube too, if you're not on Facebook. There's several of you there who are not out there who are not on Facebook. But Shannon has a wonderful group on Facebook, and she had shared one day that she got selected to be the 2023 artist in residence in her area at the library, and she's doing all this junk journaling. So Stephanie, you want to get to know Shannon. Posh is in Detroit. Arlene says, oh, cool, that means you could go to her workshops. That's what I'm thinking of, Shannon's workshops. Shannon is such a delight to get to know. And did you see how she introduced, when she came in and she said, oh, anything for my bestie friend, Meri? Everybody is Shannon's bestie friend. I'm not really, it isn't like I talk to Shannon every day. I might talk to her every 6 months, twice a year. So, but that's how she treats you, like you're her very best friend. It's like you're you might not talk for 3 years, and she'd come in, oh, she's my best friend. And that's how she treats you. And she treats everybody that way. And I was hoping she would answer my post, because sometimes people stay online and they'll walk away from their computer, or they'll forget that they're online and walk away. And I saw the green dot that she was online and going, well, I hope she's really there. And she was. And so we got to introduce Stephanie to Shannon. And Shannon, you did that. If you're out there listening, you did that. I'm way behind in chat. You did that. You were showing me that book of the oddities that you did. Shannon loves oddities. Shannon does all that. You two, I think you guys would get along great. I think you two would get along great, because Shannon She had showed one of her videos long ago where she went, was it a museum of oddities? And it's all this odd stuff. I'm not into oddities as much. I appreciate it. I love seeing what people do with it, but I don't do that type of, I do more stuff like this. But I enjoyed seeing what you were doing last night. That was fun to see. But Shannon is, I think you would like Shannon because she likes all that type of stuff. She'll do all these, I don't want to, oddities. I think you two are walking down the same lane on different sides of the road. Not going in different directions, but there's a divider or a medium or something between you. You need to meet up. Nashwa. Hi, Nashwa. She's in Egypt. Yeah. So we got people all over the world in here. Just that's one of the things I like about the early morning streams, because the international people are, you know, it's still daytime over there. I mean, it's like they're either 6 hours or 8 hours ahead of us. And so what's 5:30 here could be what? 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11, around early noon over there. Jinx says she's a zoo junkie. Jinx is Rhonda. I like calling you Rhonda. Let's see. Posh says, really, I've some wonderful times in your area. SMB, Arlene says, yes, from time to time she has in-person workshops. Talking about Shannon. Posh says she loves the zoo too. Mina. Did you drop a link to SMB Designs channel? Would you do that? Oh, she dropped a link to Shannon. Somebody drop a link to Stephanie's channel. I could go out and do it, but by the time I peck my way out there, get a hold of the link and peck my way back. You guys have it. 10 of you have it. Somebody drop a link to Stephanie's channel for me. They were doing a live stream yesterday. Her and was it Jenran and Zena? Was that the crowd that was in there? And I just popped in for a few minutes because I thought, well, she was in my chat this morning and I'm going to go see what's going on. And that's what happened. Posh says, thank you for the nice compliment, Meri. So sweet. What did I say? I like Posh. Oh, Posh is the Posh. Let me tell you, she is an excellent host for Kimberly. I don't understand, Posh, how you keep up. And she says she has a list of nicknames. And I'm going, I'm not going to make a list of nicknames. However, I should. I should make a list and make a list of lists in I do that in my Society of Idea Collectors. But they got all sort of nicknames over there in Keisha's place. And I'll tell you, Posh pulls them right out of her head. Plus, she keeps up with who's, did Kimberly, or not Kimberly, Keisha, did Keisha miss somebody who bought something? Or, Posh is an excellent mod. I'm a mod over there, but I'm more, because I'm involved in so much. I'm involved in so much that I don't think, I want to be a mod for Keisha. I don't want her to drop me. And I've communicated with her that, I've told her that right now, auctions, I can't go to Rosemary's. I can't go to Keisha's. I can't go to Junk Journal Shop. Those are, I can't go to Pearl, because I'll just buy. And when end of the month comes and the doctor's knocking at my door, says, Meri, you owe me. Going, I spent it on junk. Oh, dear me. So they all know. I sent them all a message early last fall, but they know where I'm at. So All right. We're off on that story. Let's go. Let's see. Arlene said, I'm old school. I keep a register so I see the balance. Yeah, I've got a register because I don't write that many checks. I know where all my checks went, but I really don't. They're just a long time coming in, so I know that they're coming in, and yeah, I could subtract it from my balance and all that. But I like to see them come in and there. You know, I I will say that I like paying right away and having it come right out of my account. Then I know it's paid for. Um, I don't write that many checks. I've had my checks probably for about a year, and I think I've written less than 15 checks. So it isn't that I'm lost in that. I'm not lost there because I know what's outstanding. But I just wish it would come in. It just takes 2 to 3 weeks for all those things to, not for just one. I mean, one might come in a couple days, but one might take 3 weeks to come in. And I keep my checking account pretty low on purpose. Uh, I just, it's just my personal preference. And when we go to a cashless society, they say that's coming. I'm going to be very disappointed because I like paying for a lot of things in cash. I'm old school that way. If you go way back into the 1800s, they had all these gold coins. They didn't have checks, and well, they might have had bonds or something like that for buying for big purchases, like land and stuff like that. But most everybody, even in my mom and dad's age, paid cash for things. And I like to pay cash because, for one thing, it feels more like a purchase. It's so easy to go out on the internet and buy. And, it's just almost too easy. But they say we're going to all digital currency. That's one of the things that's coming. I'm not sure I like it because if I can't spend my $20 at the store, I'm going to be, and some stores even now won't take cash. Verizon won't. I used to pop into the Verizon store to pay my monthly bill in cash. And then I would get to see everything in the store, and they quit taking cash. They would take personal checks, and they'd take my debit card, but they wouldn't take cash. So I quit going to the store. So that's there. I only go now when I'm desperate. But, I used to look around in their store. Oh, well. And a Verizon store is not that, it isn't like a big department store, but still, they missed their chance to get a hold of little by money. All right. Hi, Gigi. Good morning, Gigi. Welcome. Nashwa's here. Posh, Kimberly. Kimberly says, I could use a new face this morning. Posh says, I love the Yat Chats. Oh, is that something new? Mina says, I like it, Poshy. I can give a yup or indulge in a Yat Chat. What did Posh say? Oh, wait, hold it. What's happening? Posh said, thank you all very much. I'm getting replacement components 3D printed and manufactured now. Wow, wait a minute. What did I miss? Oh, your shattered shoulder? Pending surgery in February. You're getting replacement 3D printed. Oh, that's interesting. Posh, you were a nurse, weren't you? I think Posh was a nurse. She's retired now, I believe. She says, thanks all very much. I'm getting replacement components 3D printed and manufactured now. Isn't that amazing? She says, such an amazing process. I'm turning completely bionic. Posh, I was thinking of that too with the interocular lens that they put in your eye because I just had that cataract surgery. And I was thinking how amazing it is that they have figured out how to put this lens into your eye that functions the same way as your body part did. How amazing that is. And now Pasha's saying that she's having some replacement components put in her shattered shoulder that are being 3D printed and manufactured. She says it's such an amazing process. Yeah, we're going to be bionic people. Forget about all these robots that are supposed to control our life. We're turning robotic. We're going to be the robots. Oh. Okay. Nashwa's here. Good morning, Nashwa. Kimberly, Rhonda, Gigi. Good morning, Gigi. Oh, you misspelled yet, Y-E-T, and you made it yet. And that's how you become yet, because you're a typoed yet. Now I know the story how Mina became a yet. The story of how Mina became a yet. She typoed yet. Let's see. She's a misspelled yet. Oh, I'm sure glad that they don't call me all my typos. My goodness. I was trying to chat in Stephanie's stream last night, and I swear almost every other word in what I typed was a typo. And it's just, I think sometimes my phone substitutes that stuff and I don't catch it, and so I'll click it. And my goodness, if I would have a new name every second if they started calling me all my typos. Oh, dear me. Mina says, I like it, Pashi. I can give a yap, or indulge in a yap chat. Oh, dear me. Kimberly says, I could use a new face this morning. If you're going bionic, give me a new face. Kimberly. Arlene says, I've been deconstructing journals from years ago. It's kind of distressing to realize it only takes 1 hour to completely take apart a year of work, even with reading the old entries. You're taking them apart. What are you doing with them, Arlene? If you're taking them apart, what are you doing with your old journals that you're deconstructing? I would like to know. Now, Posh says, I'm truly off to bed now. I'm reading way behind. So Posh is probably gone now. She says, I'm truly off to bed. Have fun, Meri, and a good day to all. Let's see. Today I want to get a paint wipe-off book. I might have to go upstairs. I was thinking I'd stop at the library. I want to make copies of the Barbie dolls sheets because I want to cut them all up. And I want copies for my own personal use of the Barbie dolls that Allie Kay sent me for Dee Dee's paper doll. So I'll have to get that out and ready to go. Let's see. Rest well, Posh. Sleep well, Posh. Oh, there's Becky. Hi, Becky. Good morning, Becky. She said, Scott's off to work. I got my Scott man off to work. I pushed him out the door. I'm just saying that for Becky. They're saying hello to Becky. Becky says she has a lot to do this morning, but she's enjoying her coffee first and Howie's lap time. Aww. Thanks for popping in, Becky. What are you working on that you have so much to do? What's your current do list? She's hosting the sister supper later in the month, and she needs to clear my dining room off of stuff. I got all, Becky, and if Becky's still out here, whoever, I broke my sewing machine. I said I broke it. I was stitching, several days ago, and I turned it on, and I didn't realize that, I guess I just did it automatically, so I didn't think too much about it, that when you turn on your machine, the little stitch identifier up there and the little digital, it starts out with 0. And you have to have it, you have to choose a number of a stitch before you start stitching. And I must have done that automatically. But you know, I was just working away, and I had turned off my machine for some reason. When I turned it on, I tried to stitch, and it made this horrible, horrible noise. And I'm going, what's wrong with this? And, you know, I looked at the bobbin, I looked at that, I tried it again, and, you know, I really messed it up. So I just turned it off and walked away. I thought I broke it. And yesterday, I wanted to stitch again. And so I pulled out the bobbin, I pulled out the, you know, the thread out of all the threading. I thought, well, maybe it got messed up somehow. So I rethreaded, I put in a new needle, and I had looked up the error code, because it gives an error code and it gives you everything. I go, uh-oh, this is really messed up. Because I put in a new needle, I took out the bobbin, which still had thread on it, and put it back in, made, you know, and I rethreaded the machine, and it still, and the wheel wouldn't turn. The wheel wouldn't turn on the side. And so I seriously broke this machine. And their last step was, you need to take it in and get it serviced. And I'm going, oh no, I don't want to do that now. But so I took the bobbin out again, and it said, one of the last things it said in its messages on E6 or whatever it was, I can't remember the error code. I noticed that bobbin case was kind of loose, because, you know, I kept trying to turn the wheel, and the bobbin case would only go a little ways, and then it'd get stuck. It wouldn't, you know. And I'm going, it's the bobbin case that's causing that. And then I started, you know, trying to move it around a little, and all of a sudden I pulled it out of the machine. Going, oh no, did this come out? I don't know. But I fiddled around with it, and I put it back in, and I must have got it back in. It's stitching now, but I don't know if that bobbin case, I can pick it up and take it out. And I don't know if maybe a piece in there, I don't know if that's, but it's stitching now. And I've got to rethread my bobbin, so I don't know if I broke it and fixed it, or if that I had taken off the little plate to see if maybe there was thread. You know, sometimes you twist up your thread underneath of the needle plate there, and that's happened to me before, and I generally know when it happens, and I get it out before it causes too much trouble. But I was in trouble, and so I learned how to take that little plate off. And now I'm watching a video of how to use the needle threader. That, if I could get that working, that would help me a lot. And I understand how it works, but I can't get it through the eye of the needle. I'm still learning. There's Tori. Good morning, Tori. Good morning. Thanks for popping in, Tori O'Neill. Good morning, good morning. Tori waves. Brenda's here. She says, Brenda, good morning, Brenda. She says, Arlene, I only have 3 journals that I've made. I give them away, and some I made to order for people. Not as in a sewed order, just made like they wanted. I kind of regret keeping a few more. Oh. Well, yeah, Brenda, it sounds to me like you're following down Rosemary and Johnny's track. Like, they'll make these journals and they'll leave them blank, and they sell those. So a lot of people like making journals for the sake of making journals, and, you know, they don't work in them. I like to journal in my journals, but I don't sell either. Becky said, it's usually me listening to their teaching woes. What are we talking about? Becky said, 2 of my sisters and I try to get together once a month for a meal and a catch-up. I'm really glad that you do that, Becky. Your sisters, your family's so important to you. I wish I still had my sister around. My older sister, I never really got to know her as a sister, you know, where we share like Becky does with her sisters, because she moved away after high school, and I was only in 6th grade when she moved away. So, and I kind of got to know her the last few years of her life, long distance, because of the internet. She finally found me on the internet and started calling me. and we kind of reconnected via long distance, but it isn't the same. And so that sister time, even the sister time when it's not such a good sister time, is still a good sister time because you're family. I'm glad you do that. It's usually me listening to their teaching woes. Aw, Becky. Brenda said, okay, I read that about the 3 journals. Hi, Christine G. Good morning, Christine. Amber's here. Good morning, Amber. Good morning, ladies. I'm just zooming down through chat. I'm way behind you guys. Becky said, I think I will make my sister some planner journals. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, Becky. And Becky's another person who likes to make these journals. She had done last year the winter, spring, summer, fall, and I think I followed along on the spring one because I remember doing the bunny rabbits last year. Amber says, oh, Meri, we love you too. It is a community. It is a community. And, you know, several of us stream. Becky streams. Gigi streams. Stephanie streams. Rosemary is only 2 hours away, Stephanie says. That's cool. You're right. You're right there, Stephanie. You get to know those gals because they're wonderful. They're wonderful people to get to know. And they both have senses of humor. Let's see. Shannon used to do all these nostril cams where she would ride in the car and she'd aim the camera and it looked like she was looking right up her nostrils, and she'd call it the nostril cam. Let's see. Amber says, that's awesome, Stephanie. I would really love to visit Rosemary. She cracks me up. Yeah, Rosemary, she has the house next door as her studio. I think that's fascinating. I think the backstory to that is they had bought it thinking that Rosemary's parents would want to move out and be close to them. And Rosemary's parents said, no, we're out on our own life. I mean, kind of like that. And so Rosemary turned it into her studio. I guess Rosemary's house, she has showed, I've seen some videos where she shows Rosemary's house is very, I don't want to say Victorian, but it's got that old time feel to it with all the, Rosemary does awesome stuff. Let's put it that way. Arlene dropped a link to Stephanie's Facebook group. Christine says, Shannon who? Shannon, do you, oh, they're talking about Shannon Green. You know Shannon Green, don't you? She said, oh. I love, yeah, you'll get along with Shannon Green if you love anything odd. Shannon does too. Let's see. There's 2 Shannons in here. There's Shannon, well, Shannon doesn't really come in here much, but I know her. We've got Shannon Pratt, who's the art junkie, and then there's a Shannon Green. And Shannon Green is really into this neurographic art. She even did a neurographic custom keeper, I think. Brenda says, my journals are all over the place, Arlene. Pure junk ones, some that have digital, some with all kinds of stuff. Last year, my granddaughter wanted to make one. We became pure junk ones. We made pure junk ones. Yeah, Tanya did that one year. She called it the Totally Junk Journal. And I did it with her. So did Lisa and several of us. She would, in her videos, she'd have live streams and we'd all work on a totally junk prompt. Let's see. I'll eventually catch up with you guys. Mina says it's that healing vibe kitties have, Becky. What did Becky say? I missed that one. Let's see. Becky says, I write all my purchases down and balance it out every few days. Yeah. Well, I kind of keep an eye on my, because I can log into my account. I can log into my bank account and I can see what's come in and hasn't. But truthfully, I don't spend a lot a lot of big stuff until I pay my bills in the middle of the month. And, I'll make Amazon purchases and stuff like that. And I can see that stuff comes in right away. And I personally love it to come in right away. And I pay my storage bill online. So, and that comes in right away. And, my insurance, I got a couple of insurance bills that come in, my car insurance and my life insurance and my burial insurance. I get life insurance and burial insurance and my dental. That all comes out right away. And I know what day of the month it's coming out. So I kind of balance that out. So I didn't say that I really keep a check register, though. I'm not that. You know what? Money to me is just a tool to get the things I want. Oh, dear me. Oh, he's not going to win today. Howie is not going to win today. He's upset he doesn't get the sleep. He didn't get a sleep on me last night. Oh, poor Howie. Brenda says, granddaughters had 4 or 5 fast food bags, French fry bags, and magazine papers, and we also dyed paper, book pages, copy paper, blank music signature paper. It was fun and messy. That's neat when you can have that time with your granddaughter, Brenda. That's something she'll remember for years and years and years, as when she made a junk journal with her grandmother. Arlene says, Becky, same here. I still have not given in to the ease of allowing unseen digital whatever to keep up for me. Yeah. Well, I like it that it happens instantly. I'm kind of wary of digital cash, getting rid of our dollar bills and our 20s and that. Becky says, I rarely have cash. I don't have a huge amounts of it, but I like to pay things in cash. I'm old school that way. But I don't have much to spend. It isn't like I keep hordes of cash around. That's not going to happen because I spend it before I get it, hordes of it. Hi, Topaz Pearl Girl. Good morning, lady. She says, good morning, Meri. Happy tremendous Thursday. I got an eye doctor appointment. I'm going to be signing off at 8 this morning. Tony O'Neill says, good morning, Topaz. Tony, you're new to me. Welcome in. Meri needs to scroll down. So many have already said bye. Oh, well, all right. Let me go down to the bottom. Let me read from the bottom up. Me too, Meri, unless I prefer cash. Yeah. It's online. I prefer cash, Amber says. Yeah. We just have our different things that we like to. I don't carry thousands of dollars of cash around. I don't have thousands of dollars. So nobody better not rob me because they're not going to get much. Meri, Tori, not Tony. Did I say Tony? I was thinking Tori. I know it's Tori. Thank you, Arlene. Sometimes my lips say things that my brain is not thinking. That happens a lot. Aunt Beck, I don't understand how someone picks a boyfriend over their grandkids, Angie. Hi, Angie Brown. Good morning, good morning. Tori says, it's all good. It's all good, she says. Don't sweat it out. Thank you, Tori. I probably did say Tony. I don't know why I do that. I called one. Oh, she got mad at me. I kept calling. This was up in Wisconsin. Her name was Judy. My brain did not tell her name is Judy. I kept calling her Linda. I called her Linda all the time, and it would make her so mad. And I would apologize. And one time I called her Linda, and she tore into me. I am not Linda. And she was mad. She wasn't just, she wasn't just a happy mad. She was mad. And, I apologized and I said, I don't know why I do it. I don't know why. I know who you are. I know your name is Judy. But, and then I was thinking about it. She reminds me, my oldest sister's name was Linda. And she reminded me so much of my older sister. I didn't get to know my older sister that well, but my childhood memories of her. And I told her, I said, I think it's because my oldest sister had passed away by then. And I said, I think it's because you remind me so much of my oldest sister that I look at you and you're Linda, And I think she understood a little bit better then, but I could understand her getting mad because if somebody didn't call me Mary, if they called me, I mean, I can understand calling me Marie and Meridian and all these other names because of it's hard to, people get to know me. But if somebody called me a completely different name like Linda, I could understand her anger, but my head was not saying. I look at her and I'd call her Linda every time. I don't know why. And Lucia and Linda McAllister, I get those two. They both started with L. They're both neither one come in anymore. I drove them away. I miss them so much. Lucia still stays in touch with me. Linda McAllister, she's off in her world now. I miss her so much. We all miss her. I don't see her online either. She told me once she lost her mojo. I don't know. Let's see. Angie's here. I'm working up. Beck says, when you are rethreading a machine, never pull your thread off. You always snip near the spool and pull the thread from the needle end. Really? See, it helps to have an expert's eye. I never knew that, Becky. I will do that from now on. You snip your thread through the spool and then pull it out from the needle. You never just pull. I always pull it out from the back. I don't pull it off at the spool. I get maybe behind the little back threaders there and I pull it that way. And I suppose that tugs on the needle and the inner. Thank you, Becky. Brenda says, we don't have a dining room right now. I'm working on the book fair props right now, and it takes over all the open spaces. I think my brother will be very happy when, I'm kind of taking over here's the dining room table here, and I put up a card table there, the window's over there, but I've got that sewing machine sitting there, and I need to clean my stuff out there because it's just nice to have a dining room we don't use it as a dining room. We both eat in the kitchen. We eat off of the kitchen count. We've got a big old counter, a double counter almost. It's a huge country. If you would take that center aisle out of our kitchen, it would be a big country kitchen. Right now, it's the center aisle and walk around the center aisle. But I like the center aisle. But that's what we eat off of. But the dining room table, he kind of uses as his desk. So I don't put my stuff on there. If I put anything on there, I don't keep it on there because that's his spot. But I moved my sewing machine in there because it's the only place in the house. They say to plug that sewing machine right into the wall socket. They say don't plug it into an extension or an extension cord. So I moved my sewing machine in there. But man, I thought that I broke that machine. Arlene said, Becky, I was blessed with a seamstress mom. I learned to use sewing machines early in life. Only one mom wouldn't let me touch was the big serger. Wow. Angie says, my sister hasn't talked to us for over 6 years. She doesn't care nothing about her family. That's her loss. It is her loss. Your family's very important. My big brother, not my big brother, my young brother's like that. Oh, well. Let's see. Brenda says, I hadn't seen my youngest sister in about 6 years. Her grandmother died in November, the week before Christmas. They had a private memorial, and she came and stayed 3 days with us. She's 12 hours away. That seems more like a distance thing, Brenda, than a personal thing. When you're 12 hours away. Let's see. Brenda says, I've been working slowly since November, making my daughter's room into a craft central. I ran out of places to put things in the house. I understand. Never turn your wheel toward the back of your machine. Now, it said in that direction, it was on the brother's side, when the wheel was stuck like that, they said turn it back a little to see if you could. I don't use that wheel very much. I never really use it much. So I'm learning all sorts of stuff from Becky. Tori said, I hope everybody is doing well. Okay, I'm back up to the top there. Brenda says, when she was a year old, she wanted to paint with me, her granddaughter. And I taped unwaxed butcher paper to shower walls, stripped her to the diaper, and gave her a plate of paint on it and turned her loose. Parents would not appreciate. I think that my nephew's wife did that with my niece. My niece, because Aunt Mary was into art, my niece was into art. But she's not so much into art these days. I asked her over Christmas, what subject do you like in school? And she said science. And then she's a little smarty, my grandniece. She was picked to one of 6 in her area, and that she had a lot of competition. One of 6 to attend their quiz bowl or whatever they have. So she reads a lot. She's on the internet. She's a little smarty, sometimes too smart. Arlene said she'd be back in a little bit. Brenda says, my parents didn't encourage my crafty tendency. Oddly, Mom painted and Dad built furniture and musical instruments. I let all my kids loose and supplied what they needed. They were probably were wary of pushing off onto you. They probably just wanted you to discover it yourself. You discover your own where you wanted to go. Arlene said, Meri needs a she shed for brother to live in. That's what this house is. My poor brother. I don't know. Well, I'm going to get busy here. My brother puts up with me, probably, he puts up with me, and I appreciate that. I'm going to start here with January 5th, because that's what today is, and I'm going to work backwards. I've got a few days to work in this calendar. Friendship is a cadence of divine melody melting through the heart. Well, I think I have a few things here that I can put in. I like to use desk scraps. I might even tear off a little of that. See, I've got these. I've got an index card. I've got this. I've got some fabric scrap. There's a dirty towel that needs to be thrown. I've got this. I use desk scraps on this journal. I've got, oh look, there's some hearts. I think I got this in Happy Mail. It's a bobby pin, I think. I think it's a bobby pin. No, it only has one. No, it has. Oh yeah, see, it opens up like this. I'm going to put that on here. I'd like to have it. I don't think it'll hurt to go that way. This way it would be upside down. I'm going to have to put it on that side. I got some string wrapped around and I've got some strips cut off. I've got some double-sided tape. I've got a button that's sliding under, if I can get it out here. I've got a button here. See how things pile up on your desk? Got the word shine. This I want to put in my December daily. Excuse me. I have it out. I need to put it in my December daily. I keep it out here. I've got a pearl bead that I want to use. I've got this little pin. This is just stuff that's on the side of my desk. These book corners. And I got another stick pin here. And paper. Some of this stuff is too little to put in. What is that, a bead? And a googly eye. Upside down now. A Google eye. There he is. Put him in the center of that button there. A button monster. A little clasp. Put that away. A little Dollar Tree clamp. And these I'm going to use in my December daily too. That's why they're out. And a button. Every now and then it helps to clear off this side of the desk. I think that's double-sided tape. And these things are too clunky. I've got that. I think that's pretty. This is the most recent photo of my grandniece. She's a pretty little gal. Keep it out there. Oh, here's the other Google eye. I can get it. The Google eye is not wanting to be picked up. I used to, when I was going to school, I worked as a nurse aide in this home in Lincoln, and this guy had a artificial eye, and we would have to pop it out and clean it. And if that is an experience, I'll tell you what, to pop a man's eye out of his head didn't hurt him. He didn't have any sense of it, you know, but it was kind of weird. Talk about oddities. Brenda said, they didn't try to push me in any direction, talking about her parents. They didn't help me to get the things I needed to create. Mom looks at junk journals and says, I don't get it. I told her she didn't have to get it. I did. That's the way to come back. That's a good comeback. Amber said, that's right. Becky said, fresh sheets on the bed. Yep. I did that for my brother the other day. He still had his, I call them summer sheets, you know, the cotton ones. And I said, let's put some flannel sheets on your bed. And he didn't object. And I needed to wash the ones he had on there. They were ready for the machine. All right, and over here I've got a little girl and another one of these little pins. So we're going to work with this over here. And I think I can just slip it on because it's about hearts. Melting through the heart, divine melody. So we need some music paper, but I don't have any out. Let's just put this right in here. I can always take it out again. It doesn't like the curve. Does it stop there? I need my palette knife. Where did that go? It's wet. Let me. needs a little help. Paintbrush. There. Oh. Let's pull it down. It'll stay in there once I get it, that's for sure. I got this in Happy Mail. I forget who sent it to me. Looks like it's... I'll push it up just a little more this way. There we go. And of course, when this stands up, it'll stand up better. It's starting to alligator out. Let's do it this way. There we go. Let's put this paintbrush in the jar up here. It's in my way. I'm going to knock it off. And I found this on the floor in the dining room. It obviously fell out of one of my boxes. It's a bracelet, I think, or a necklace, a choker. It's really cool. But look at all the extra I have here. It'd make a cool tassel, wouldn't it? No, I think I'm going to save that off. Let's see. What do I have over here that I've... Scrap of paper. And bobby pins. And another scrap of paper. And a release paper. Pencil. Needs to go in the jars up here, or I'll knock them off with my elbow. And then I'm hunting for them, and they're on the floor. There we go. And this could get tossed, and that could get tossed. Clean off my desk. Alrighty, what else do I want? I kind of like this. I think I'll take this. I could put it under there, but I like it over here, I think. And I could fold it around like that. Like that. More. Let's put it on the... It's kind of a rectangle. It's not a square. I want it to... It's hard to fold a rectangle into a diamond. Now, I also have this. I like the little bits. The little bits and bops. That's double-sided tape, double-sided tape. Tell you, that bobby pin is not going anywhere. I want to get this little girl under there. Now, we'll just let her be there with the hearts. And I think I'll make a monster out of this button. A one-eyed monster. See what I have. I have this. Sing to the Lord all the earth. I think I got this from Norma. The mercies come, his mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Some red here. This was left over from yesterday. I'll keep that and throw these. Oh, I got a postage. Oh, no, that's another little girl here. I could put her there. Put her just like that, but then I cover. Put her like this and let this stick out. And I'm going to have to put her on with double-sided tape. This is for today. I think I got a couple days to do. Stephanie says, I'm feeling a little sleepy. I guess I should encourage it while it's here. Good night, Meri. Bye, Stephanie. It was sure good to get to know you. It is, not was. Have a great day. Go get your Angie nap. Angie said, Brenda, my birthday was the 27th of December. My mom didn't get me nothing, but she did my brother. It hurts when she plays favorites. And she says she doesn't. I go and help her clean this house. Yeah, those little life hurts, Angie. I understand. Sometimes people do things and they don't realize how much it hurts you. They don't realize, but you just keep loving your mother. Love her despite the hurt. She doesn't get it. Let's snip this off. Put it under here. And where are my little scissors? Whoops, I didn't get it. I should have snipped it off before I put it on there. It's hard when, I know that's hard, Angie. When somebody hurts you and they don't understand how much it hurts. My mother was exactly the opposite. If she did something for me, she had to do something for my brother. She did something for my brother, she had to do something for me. She must have been there in that sense, in that I think I'm going to cut this. She knew how much those things hurt. I think I'm going to use this one. We're going to put that right in here. Arlene says hi to Nakan. Nakan says, it's so good to have you all here to accompany me while I'm crafting. Well, it's good to have you here, Nakan. I agree. I sit here and work on my calendar. I try to keep up with you guys, but all the chat, but I'm not as good as that. I need to get better at that. What you're all chatting about out there. When I get working on my art, I'm either focused on my art or on the chat. I can't focus on both at the same time. Some of the hosts, like Laura, is good at that. Janet Nash is good at that too. Let's push this over a little. I don't want the tape sticking out. Just about right there, I think. Oh, I'm liking this. Now it needs a little bit more, maybe just like a little scrap of paper. Maybe a torn heart here. Let's fold it this way, like that. See if I can tear a heart out of this. Use your little bits of paper. This was paint that I didn't want to waste. It needs to be a little bit more heart-shaped. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes. There we go. Ah. Right here, I think. Right up there. And I'm going to put that on the tape. This calendar is all about friendship. I think I got it at Keisha's. I think it's one of the last things that I got in last November. I think that's enough on that page. So let's go back one. I've only got one page back. Oh no, I got two back. So let's see. Many friendships in general, one in special. I think I'll fringe this. Let's fringe it. Hold on. One in special. I don't know. You're all special to me. I think they're talking about real life friends. My real life friend here in Harvard that I made last year is moving away. I'm going to miss her so much. Whoops, I got that. I'm going to miss her, but I understand. Her husband passed away. Her cousin that was staying with her moved back to Washington. So she's all alone in that house, and that house is a lot to take care of. So she's moving up to be closer to her daughter and her grandchildren. And I'll still get to see her. She's not that far away, but it isn't like she's 3 blocks away. I'll miss her. She's selling her house. Maybe somebody... And we got new neighbors next door that I don't know. I see the guy. I never see a lady. And we had a new neighbor move in the east. The guy's real friendly. The lady's always, she's a homebody. I never see her. I never get to see her. All right, now, I think I'm going to leave it something like that. And I think I'll put it on with double-sided tape. I think I got some ribbon here. There, let's use this one. Yeah. She works at home. She works online. So that's why I never see her. She's probably always at work during the day. The guy is real nice. I like him. He had some surgery on his shoulder last October. That was the last I saw him, though. But he put up Christmas decorations, Christmas lights, so he must be healing up. He does a lot of yard work. He sees me out mowing in the yard and working in the garden, and he came over and he gave me a rubber tree plant that belonged to his, well, it was a snippet of his great-great-grandmother, he said. This needs to have something on here. Find what I want. Maybe a piece of this newsprint. Maybe this way. Should probably put that on with glue, but this might be, it might work. It's not that long. We'll see if this works or not. I might have to use that other bit. So this is January 3rd. I just got 3rd and 4th and 5th to do. And where's my needle? I had it out here. I'm going to have to find a new friend. I hope one of the people that move in. My brother would like a fishing buddy. I'd love somebody to go thrifting with. The gal that moved away, who was my friend, she didn't thrift so much, but she liked to go out and eat. All right, we're just going to leave that there. I might put a little ink around that, but we need something more. I've got these pins. I've got this one. I like that one. And I could put a scrappy on that. And we'll have to glue this in. All right, hold the phone. Hi, Riri. Good morning, Riri. What did Arlene say? Becky said she's switching to the laptop. Arlene says, I learned to do all sorts of crafts, but avoided anything like drawing and painting. Well, you do what you do, you. All of you, do you. Do what you enjoy. Angie says, Aunt Beck, you have us. What did Aunt Beck say? Aunt Beck said, my grandmother was my mom. My mom, I've tried, but I have to let it go. I'm just too tired to try anymore, especially when she's always pushing me away. Well, I have to say, I think my mom, I know my mom loved me, but I think she really did favor my younger brother more than me. I think it's a mom thing. I always say my younger brother was spoiled, but you know, she favored him. My dad, though, I was a daddy's girl, so I can't complain too much. I can't complain too much. Alrighty, we're gonna put this. I sent those ATC cards off to your mom. She probably wondered, what the heck are these? Throw them in the trash. No, I think Becky said her mom likes to get stuff like that. I sent them off, Becky. They're on their, they're either there or on their way. Shannon finally got hers, but I don't think Janet got hers yet. I don't think Janet Nash got her ATCs yet. I'm slowly using this stuff up. Let's put this one down here. That works. But I'm going to have to glue that one on. That's good. I'm going to have to glue it, and I don't know how much glue I can get out of this little thing. Let's use my glossy accent. My mom really did favor my little brother, but when she got older in life, it was really after my dad passed away before my mom and I got really close, because she lived with me. And boy, she hated for me to go to work in the morning. She hated for me to go to work. But I had to go to work or nobody would pay the rent. That was when we lived in Iowa. And she couldn't, she fell and broke her shoulder. She couldn't live alone anymore. And so she lived with me for about 2.5 years, but then she had dementia, and I could not take care of her 24 hours a day. And work too. And I had to work because nobody was paying my way. If I lived with a husband or somebody that who paid my way, my brother, he was still married at the time, and my younger brother wasn't going to have her around, which is sad because he's the one she favored all her life. And he wanted to put her in a home, and I didn't think she was ready for a home. So I said, come live with me. but eventually I couldn't take, her dementia got so bad she needed 24-hour care. I couldn't take care of her all that time. It's sad to have to do that. But, she, you know, to be honest with you, she didn't know where she was. When you get that bad with dementia, you know, being in a home is the best place. Now I'm going to put some washi tape on that to hold it down. And I found this Christmas washi is pretty strong. It'll hold it while it's drying. I said. There. Now, let's put something on there. Another one of these. Yeah. And this is too strong to cut. And I think I'll call this page done. These little projects, these little things that I can get done in a day, these are the things that I want to do this year, just little things. I was listening to Becky yesterday. Oh, I could put the word shine here. Let's put shine there. I was listening to Becky's stream yesterday, and she was going through the things that she's going to be doing. And she's going to work in a composition book, a half composition book with a magazine. And you're going to tear out a page. You'll have to go listen to her video, Aunt Beck's Creations, her video. I think I'm going to use the Victoria magazine. I'm going to follow along. I like to do Becky projects. Okay, there's January the 2nd. And here's January 1st. That's a shine too. And January 2nd. January 3rd. Where's the 4th? We need to work on the 4th. And the 4th isn't going to have much room for anything. A friend is a keeper of secrets and a guardian of confidences. We could put a secret pocket here. Yeah, put secrets. Where could I put that? I don't want it sticking out there because I'm going to be using this as the base. We could use one of those bobby pins to hold it closed, like this. And I could write the word secrets on here. And then have a flag coming out of the bobby pin. And then when you pull it open, in here could be secrets. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to put, it wasn't me. I think Becky was saying that in one of her quotes yesterday. It said, it wasn't me. I'm going to put that on here. I love it. And it was just right at the right time. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I love it. I love it. That's a secret. And I want to put the word secrets here. Look at this. I tore it for this red, but it's got the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday on it. I want to write the word secrets. How am I going to put that on there? Oh, down below? Oh, yeah. Like that. And I'm using the words here. A friend is a keeper of secrets. And I think this other piece of double tape, sided tape, that I keep pushing away. What did I do with it? Well, this is not it. Here it is. I think this has a ribbon in it or something. I don't think I can. I think I'll just, yeah, I'm going to have to put that on something. That isn't going to work. I want to, let's get out my roll. What did I do with it? Did I put it back? Oh, I lost your chat. Hold on. Let me refresh my chat. Retry. Oh, I lost you. Let's go to live chat. I lost you. There's Janet Nash. Good morning, Janet. There's Janet Nash. Becky says, then we will choose images. Okay, let's see what Becky said. This is Becky's, one of Becky's projects that she's going to do next year or this year. This year. It's a New Year project. She says you will go through an entire issue and pull out something or more from every page in that issue so that all is left is the cutout images and words, and you throw the rest away. We're talking about magazines. And then we will choose images from that entire issue and work on a page using some of the images and words that you saved. And you're going to do that every month, right, Becky? I think she's going to do that every month. Arlie saying, Aunt Beck, you know, most everyone will keep the rest of the pages. That's what I was thinking. I was watching Dee Dee once. I was watching Dee Dee tear out and save the things that interested her. And then she'd throw the rest away, and I'm going, no! Don't throw that, Dee Dee. Don't throw it. You're throwing away something cool. Send it to me. Several people said, send it to me. Oh dear. She could have had a giveaway of the stuff she was throwing away. Yeah. Well, if I cut out some of these magazines that you buy now are a lot of advertising, and I don't know. I think that I don't know. But I'm going to do that with Becky, but I'm going to wait till she starts. I think I'm going to use the Victoria magazine. I was showing where I got that subscription, or it was the Mary Jane magazine. I got that subscription. I got that subscription to Mary Jane for the new year. And then this, I'm going to put on in here like this. Oh, I guess I was going to put the front cover on. I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do this now. I think I can tear this off a little. I think that's just put on with tape. Let's put this in. I'm going to have to tear it a little more to get it in, but it'll be in like that. Just pull it up a little or down a little. Like that. And then I'm going to use that bobby pin. Then I need to put a flag on it. This is the fourth. This is the last page I'm working on. What did I do with my bobby pin? Well, it disappeared. I got my googly eyes. Well, I have other bobby pins, but I wanted to use that one. Do I have I got another one over here. We're going to keep this closed because it's secrets. I kind of like that. And I'm just going to keep it closed here. Like that, but I want to put a flag in there. And surely I have a scrap here that I can... I got this, but I don't want to cut that up yet. I'm not ready to destroy that. This is Angie's. Another little Google eye. I'm going to make a button monster. Whoops. I think, but not this morning. Or maybe I will later. All right. What I really need is a little bag. Maybe I'll get some bags that we're going to go to Walmart today. Here, maybe I can make a flag out. I'd like to have something red, though. Let's see if I can find something red here. Oh, I've got this. I need to make my Mina tassel. It's not red enough for me. Let me look. Surely I have something. I took all my fabrics out in the other room because by the sewing machine. Let me look. Let me look. Well, let me look behind me. I'm not done yet. Surely I have something in this stack of stuff. Extra bags for little bags. My pipettes. Those are falling out. Straighten those up. I'm looking for red. I'm looking for red. I'm lost in my stuff. I've got buttons. And, ooh. I've got a stack of photographs here that I want to go through. Come on, Meri. What happened to all your red lace? I'm looking for something. Maybe there's something in that bag. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I'm going to have to sort out that stuff right behind me. I did pretty good on the other side of the room, but this stuff I use a lot, but I throw it behind me. I think there's something in it. I'm looking for something I can use for a flag on that bobby pin. And these snippets are going to go over here. I'd like to have an extra bag. I don't know, is there an extra one in here that I can put that stuff in? Let's see what's in this bag. I think right here, maybe. Yes, what's in here? Oh, this was, I bought this at Keisha's. Yo-Yo rolling pin by Angie Brown. Angie Brown stuff. Yep, Secrets of Angie Brown. The Secrets of Angie Brown. Let's see what's in here. This would be cool to use on my... We could put a yo-yo on there. This is a yo-yo snippet roll from Angie Brown. She's got the fabric here, and then she made all these yo-yos. Oh, it won't make a nice flag, but it'll... I'm keeping this out, and I'm going to put my other stuff. Angie Brown. I'm going to put some of my desk stuff in here because I got to get it I got to get it off my desk. I'm going to put these pins, if I can, in here. Yes. I'll use these. I don't want to lose them. And I can lose them awful fast. Let's just put them on here. And this, and these will all go for another day. I'm about done with my calendar here. Put this lace on here somewhere. Keep that out for a little bit. I might use that. That's just a scrap. A bit of paper. Save these little bits and pieces. This will be my desk. If I don't clean this off every now and then, it just gets so bad. And that's why I have my calendar out, why I'm doing my calendar. It just... it gets so bad. Put that in there too. Angie, your yo-yos are down at the bottom. And I've got some little Angie snippet buttons. I bought Angie stuff in November. Alright, and I lost my googly eyes already. They're over here. I'm going to glue those on that button. I think I'll do that this morning. Let's put the angel wings in there. That's staying out. Well, I guess that's going to stay out because it refuses to come in. And this is a little bit of a scrap gold. I'm going to save the clasp out. It's a little bit of a scrap. And we'll put the Pez candy in there. And book corners. Well, it looks like I got 3 googly eyes. A little clasp. Can get a hold of that bead. All right, this is, I don't know how many times I've built packets like this. And that stays out. But it cleans off my desk. Now, what was I going to put on here? I was looking for something to put a flag, make a flag out of. This is a Keisha auction thing. I don't know from how long ago. It's pretty lace. Some fabric, trim. That might go on my postcards. Let's keep that out. That might work. I wanted more red though. And I think... yeah, some little snippets. Not sure. Little sewing machine stuff. Look at that little pin cushion there. It's a little pin cushion. Red spool. I'm not ready to open this up yet. I paid $3.50 for this bag. I think that was entirely worth it. $3.50 sewing stuff. So I think I'm going to, what I'm looking for is something to put on this bobby pin. And this might be it. I would prefer something red, but it's not opening up. Did they glue it closed? There. Ooh, it's pretty. Let's put that on here, a snippet of it. And once it's out of the bag, it's out of the bag. Let's make a bobby pin flag. I like my bobby pins. I like my bobby pins. They have long arms. Long arms. And this is the last page. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let me go down to the bottom of chat. I've been in my world looking for stuff. Becky said, that pin cushion is made to wear on your finger? Really? Let's pull it out. Oh, wow. Let's take it out and look at it. Oh, that's cool, Becky. I didn't know. See, I learned so much from Becky. Don't turn the wheel of your sewing machine backwards. When you snip a thread out of the needle, snip it at the spool. That pin cushion is made to fit on your fingers. See how much stuff you learn from each other? She's got the label on here. She taped it shut. She did this just for Meri. Keisha. Oh, it wasn't Keisha. It's probably whoever I bought it from. It doesn't say who sold it. Honestly. That's going in the trash. I almost cut that bag. Oh, it's taped over here, too. Oh, dear. I want the pin cushion. Look at that. Look at that. It is. It's got a thread hanging off of it. Let's snip the thread. Look at that. You wear it. I'll wear it on my ring finger. Oh! So when you're working, well, I guess maybe your index finger would be better. Oh, how cool is that? And it's even soft. It's got a needle in it. A little needle. And it's got all these pins in it. It needs to have some ribbon around it, though. Let's put some of this pretty ribbon around it. Meri can't stand it just like that. It needs a different color of ribbon. I'm going to keep it out. I'll run across the piece of ribbon to put around it. Thank you, Becky. Well, I'll tell you, we learn a lot, don't we? I learn a lot. What else is in here now that I got it open? I got a little spool of thread. Got some little, those look like closures. Could be a closure for a journal. A little spool of thread. What's this? Is this just a base for something? There's several of them. There's 3 of them. What are these for, Becky? Do you know what these are for? There's 3 of them in there. Spool, a bobbin, some hooks and eyes, and some snaps. Very cool. Except it was all taped shut. Let's put them back in the bag. Let's see, I snipped for the bobby pin. What did I do with my bobby pin? I can put this back. And we'll put this in the back in the bag here. That was a pretty good deal for $3.50. Sometimes you don't even get lace for $3.50, and I got all of this. Well, I got all of that. Not all of this. I paid separate for this. This lace was $8. Almost 4 yards of it, though. It's very pretty lace. 1 piece long. Almost 4 yards. But it's beautiful lace. It's beautiful lace. That was a little expensive, but there's enough of it there that was a splurge, I think. I like the cheaper stuff. $1.50, $3, but it adds up. Before you know it, you spend a bundle. I'm going to put all of this in here. I'm going to keep this out for my postcards, I think. Whoops, put it in and dumped it right out again. All right, this is going to go back behind me again because I can't keep all this stuff out on my desk. It just crowds me out. There's my other bobby pin. We'll put that in there too. All right. All of that, and all I wanted was a piece of lace. Oops, these go back in there. And I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to maybe find some red or blue, some contrasting color. I don't know if I'll use it, but I like it. I like it a lot. I don't do a lot of hand stitching anymore, but maybe the slow stitching. All right, we're working on this. Let's tie this up. My bobby pin. You use those wood pieces in macrame? Those are feet off of a sewing machine. Oh, okay. That's cool. Arlene says she uses them in her macrame. Brenda says, I hang out at school when I can. I do art projects with the kids for book fairs. You're getting ready for a book fair, right? I've turned the school special event room into forests, a western town, built an 8-foot pirate ship, Hogwarts, which is, isn't that a, oh, what's this? I watch it all the time, the magical show. What is that? Ha, slipped my mind. All right, there's my bobby pin. We've got this on here pretty good. And it says secrets, and inside it said, it wasn't me. That's a secret. We're going to put this bobby pin to keep this closed. Just like that. And then it'll hang out like that. And we're going to call, well, I don't know if I'm done with this yet, though. Let's put this, let's just kind of fold this up here like that. And we're going to staple it on. Right in here, I think. Right in there. Let me get my mini attacher. Fiddly stuff. I love doing this. Did Laura come in? Hi, Violet. Hi, Laura. Is that Laura? Is that our Jersey Laura? Good morning, Laura. It's good to see you. Violet, it's good to see you. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning. Violet used to be Michelle. Michelle, she changed her tune. Let's put it up here where it shows up a little bit better. And just snip it on there, if I can. So good to see you, Jersey. I can't quit calling her Jersey girl. I can't quit calling her Jersey. Let's see. Do I have something in here? I feel like I need something more over here. There's my Angie. No, that was my, that's not that. What I have over here. I have these. I got these. I was going to use these in my desk journal. No, that is just as, I think, oh, I got these photographs. I want to go through these this morning. I'm looking, I got the birdies. We could cut out a bird. Let's fussy cut a bird. I just have more fun playing in this calendar. This little bird is a, it says W-I chew. We chew, T-E-C-H-U, to chew. A coal tit. There's a titmouse. I'm going to have to send one of those. I've got pages of this. I'm going to have to send one of those to Keisha. It's a little titmouse. She's always laughing at the titmouses. I'm going to save this because of the lines. We'll put that back over there. And I think I'm going to have to put that the little bird song separately here. That could be kind of the secret in there. That could be a secret. Or it could go up in there. But we're just going to kind of rough cut the little birdie out. The little titmouse bird. It says it's a cool tit. T-I-T. And Keisha is always finding titmouse birds. And they laugh and laugh and laugh about it, don't they, Mina? The titmouse birds, every time they see one. And I can't imagine what they're laughing at. Oh, dearie me. I don't want his tail. He might go better over there just so he won't fall off. The ladies are getting lost in there. My secrets are here. We wanted to. Part of the secret is a friend is a keeper of secrets, a guardian of confidences. We're losing my verses in here. Many friends in general, one in special. And this one says, I did that one. Oh, this slid off. I'm going to have to redo that. It slid off. My little pin. We'll come back to that. All right. Oh, wait. I think I got one more here. Friendship is a cadence of divine melody melting through the heart. And we got this beautiful heart bobby pin that was sent to me in Happy Mail. I'll figure out where my little bird is going to go. He could go right in here. I kind of like it there. Maybe right. I don't want his tail. I don't want his tail poking out. I have to keep this side flat. And I got so much over here already. I think like this. If I want to get this bird on here, I'm going to have to chop off some of the white. Put him right like that. That doesn't look right to me. He's a little too big. I could put him over here, but might have to rethink that. We'll save him for another day. I could put my googly-eyed, let's do the Google Eye button. That could go on there. I have these Google eyes. I'll put them on there first, and then I'll decide if I want to put that button down here. It really needs to, it's too big, but we're going to do that. I'm looking for something to put on there. Got another little Google eye. I cleaned off my desk. It's too clean, I can't find anything. Meri Art. I paid $1.25 for this. Can I open it? I might want this little baggie for something. I think it's iron-on, but I was looking at what she used to put it on. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I'm going to put this on my postcards that I'm making. And yes, it's not going to be cut into a beautiful circle. Because I can't cut circles. I always mess them up. Down here. And let's do, oh, there were two of them there. What was on the inside? Nothing. Good. Hidden treasure. These little pucks are a hidden treasure. Okay. I think this might go better right there. It is, oh, I got a circle there. Huh. How does this go? This way? Where's the 12? It's upside down. This is V, that's X, IX, there's 12. It's a little after 10. And this one we're going to put there. And then I'm going to call it done. I might find something to put here later. Uh-oh. I closed it up. I'm just playing this morning. I don't have time to do anything big. I'm going to get off at 8 o'clock. Well, I got an hour, but if I do anything big, let's see, the 12 is up here. Yeah, move it down a little. No, it fits right in there. And this is the 4th. I've already got the 5th done. So these, that's going out there. I'm going to have to put my bird back in there. My little bird didn't fit on here. We'll use him tomorrow or another day. All right. So I think those will stay. Let's do the Google eyes. And you guys may not see this close up. And I'm debating whether I want to put them on the back or the front. They're hard to get on there. Oh, I'll do it that way, and the little thread can be his nose. Let's see if I can put it on. Put them on here. Right here. And right here. Drop him on. And strap him on. Let me hold him up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me hold him up closer. Oh. He's a little button man. He's got little nostrils. He's got 2 eyes and then those little nostrils. I'm going to have to put a smile on him. I'm going to put him up here to let him dry. All right. We're all done with my calendar except for, let's see. This is today's. I feel like I need to outline some stuff here. A heart. Yeah, we're going to leave it like that. This is today's. This is yesterday's. And the 3rd. And this, I'm going to come back to that pin. This is really a little pin flag that's glued down. And the 2nd, we did that the other day. And January 1st says shine. So there's my calendar all caught up to today. I like these smaller projects. Oh, and I had some stuff stuck in there. Some barcode. Let's put that in here. We'll work out of this bag of desk scrap. A bag of desk scrap. Put that in there just because. Okay, now, let's see. What did I want to do? I want to look at those photos. Maybe I'll put a photo in my desk journal. Hold the phone. Let me get this pin in there. I like to buy all these black and white photos from Keisha. I'm going to put this over here. Get it off my desk. Let me come out and look at chat, but hold on a minute. Let me get straightened out a little more here. And here we go. I've probably gone through this before, but I think I want to put a photo in here somewhere. So I'll have this filled up before, I'll probably keep adding pages to it. I'll have it filled up before the middle of January. Here's my happy memories. This is going to float from month to month. And I did this page yesterday. Let's see what I can do in here. Let's look at some photos. Maybe I'll find a photo for... I think I went through these though, didn't I? For that paper doll. I think I did. And I didn't find what I wanted. I stitched on this one. I like that. I might put that in there. I'll just go through these real fast. I got some more photos in a box, but I don't want to go digging for them. I get these from Keisha. I really like this photo. It's kind of like that gal's wearing a headscarf. This guy looks like he's got a stocking hat on. This guy's got a long old beard. That lady's wearing a scarf. I like the scarves on the ladies. I'm going to pull that out. I think I looked through all of these. I want a decent head for that paper doll. And I love that photo. I love this photo. I think it's so sweet. Just such a sweet photo. Looks like they're telling secrets. I bought a whole bunch of these from Keisha. And to me, these are everyday life photos. These are people that you see just enjoying their life. They're posing, but they're not posing in a studio. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find a head photo in here. I think I've gone all through these before for the paper doll. And it's fun to pick a photo and tell a story. This guy Is this a movie star that I should know? Do you guys know? I keep asking. Kind of looks like Johnny Cash in his younger days. Is that Johnny Cash in his younger days? Violet said Tuesday was a bit of a nightmare. What happened Tuesday? Violet? Let's pick a photo and tell a story. We could tell a story about this one. I'm going to put this in my journal. I don't know if I want to tell. I need something that inspires me to tell a story. Aw, little baby boy. I'm just plowing through these. Oh. Let's save that out. Keisha's Creations tag here. Thank you, jar. I'm going to save that out. Bunch of ladies. Looks like you're having a picnic there. Brenda said, I was going through early 1900 pictures of relatives, thinking of copying and making some into dolls. My 25-year-old was looking at her great-grandmother and said, who's this? He's the hottest. Oh, her great-grandfather. He's the hottest. That's your grandfather. That's your great-grandfather. My great-grandfathers have these big old long Jewish-style beards. I don't think they were Jewish, but they looked Jewish. What's this one again? It looks like he might be getting into the cookie jar or something there. Not sure what that little one is doing. I want one I can tell a story. That one might work. I have to get inspired. I have to get inspired. Different things inspire me at different times. You know, I might see one sometime and, ooh, look at, and then pass it up the next time, another time. He looks a little old for that high chair. That might make a good story. This one might make a good story. It could be mother and father and daughter, though. It looks like it might be an older lady here. This guy is surrounded by ladies. And this one I started, and I'm not sure I like what I did with it. I might pull it out and do something else with it. Here's another one I stitched with. All right, let's pull those out. And let's put all these back. I'm not going to spend a long time on choosing photos. Different things inspire me at different times. Let's put them back in here. I've got a box of photos that I'm going to put these in. I get these from Keisha, and she sells them at a reasonable price. She was selling what? At one time, she sold me 10 for $3.50, and another time 10 for $2.50. It depends on the photo. I'm going to take this one off of the page. Let me put this back behind me. What time is it? It's 7:10. Oops, these go in there. This one I was saving out special. I like this one. I'm going to draw that one. This goes back in there. Hold the phone. Let me put this away before I lose it. Okay. Let me look at chat a little. I get off into my world here, and I need to look at chat. There's Dee Dee. I think it is Dee Dee. I don't know. I can't trace my history back that far. Good morning, Dee Dee. Oh, it's always a joy to see Dee Dee. She inspires me. Yes, she does. I missed your Monday stream, Dee Dee. I wanted to watch what you're doing with the New Year stuff. I think you were coloring yesterday. But boy, I'll tell you, that streamathon wore me out. I've been getting off of my streams and going taking a nap. And I have to leave a bit early today because I got a doctor appointment today. But I think it is, Dee Dee. Abrams is a historically Jewish name, running off of Abraham, or Abram. But I can't trace my family history back any further than my great grandfather on my dad's side. I think just from hearing my dad talk, and he didn't know much himself, but I think his family came over from England, and who knows how the Abrams got to England. I don't know, but I know that not my grandfather, but my great grandfather, that's as far back as I can go. My great grandfather fought in, I think it was either the Revolution, I think it was the Civil War, though. And it would not surprise me if some fought in the Revolutionary War. I don't know that. It's just my sense of what my dad has talked about. But might be able to trace it. I did find one site where my dad's sister's daughter's husband documented, so it would be my cousin's husband documented some of our family history, and he covered a bit of our side of the family, and he was able, because he was married to my cousin, he was able to cover more of his side of the family. But I found that online. It wasn't Ancestry. It was another site out there. And I was going to copy that off and save it. You have to be a member of that site to get in to even look. I found it just by searching the internet. And I got in just for, a temporary membership, and I was able to read it, and I didn't get it copied off. Hi, Stitch It. Pam, that's Pam. Stitch It is Pam, right? Right. My sister did our family genealogy back to the 1600s, but I can't remember most of it. Now, I have a nice genealogy on my mom's side, and I'm able to go back a little bit further on my mom's side, but not too much further. And it's so sad that all that family history gets lost. But, in a way, maybe it's meant to be. Maybe there are things back there I don't want to know. Dee Dee said, did you print it out, Arlene? Renee Red Wagon says, I love genealogy. Good morning, Renee. Good to see you. Pam is here. Renee is here. Dee Dee's here. Arlene is here. Brenda's here. She says, I should have said Hottie. He was at Texas A&M, dressed up in fancy lounging back in a chair, looking all full of himself. He died when Mom was 12 or so I never got to know him. Now, my dad attended Oklahoma. What is it called? I can't remember what it was, but I got his diploma from graduating from there. I want to say it was A&M, but I could be wrong about the Oklahoma one. But my dad was a smarty guy. Let's see. Violet said, I made a good things jar a few years ago. Yeah, happy memory jar. Let's see. Arlene says, thankfully beards are making a comeback. Yeah, COVID kind of did the beard thing, didn't it? Yeah. But yeah, my uncles, when I look at the on my mom's side, the photographs, I got more photographs from my mom's side than I do my dad's side. But when I look at some of my great grandfathers, they have those very long white beards, and they're dressed in black. They look like Jews, but I don't. If they were Jewish, I don't think they were practicing Jews in that sense. Um, I know my I was telling about that my cousin's husband who documented on my dad's side of the family, and we are talking about it's kind of a I can't verify it because I don't know, I've lost track, but we were always told that we had a bit of Cherokee Indian blood in us. And I always believed it, like it was 1 ounce of blood out of the whole body or something. But I always believed it. But he had written on there, he said, he said, now I'm surprised if my dad was on my dad's side of family was Jewish. I would think more my mom's side because those uncles had the big long beards on my mom's side, my dad's side. But my cousin's husband had written that he got to know my dad's dad, my grandfather, who always claimed he had some Cherokee Indian blood in him. And he said, but there wasn't 1 ounce of Indian blood in him. He said he just claimed it because, this was during the Second, well, I don't know, Second World War, it'd have to be, it was when the Jews were being persecuted. He didn't want to be persecuted, so he said he had Cherokee Indian blood in him. Now, I believe that. I really kind of believe that, knowing my family. But, I mean, and the things that they would do, I mean, he, and I know my mom's side of the family, now they go by Cook, C-O-O-K, Cook, but there, if you trace it back, it was Koch. So, and I think that's more of a German name. And I really do think they kind of changed that because of World War I, World War II up in there. The persecution, the peer pressure. And I do know that on my mom's side of the family, because I'm able to trace that online, they came from, well, they were in Germany, but because of all the persecution that was going on at that time, they traveled to Russia, and then from Russia, they traveled to the United States back in the late 1800s. They got persecuted a lot. And I don't know if that was because they were Jews or just because they were immigrants. I don't know. But I do believe that story too. Let me hold this up. I think this is the picture I'm going to tell the story about. And if you look at this close, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a group of people, and I think this guy here is drawing a picture or painting, and it looks like there's somebody out there seated by him. It looks like it might be a lady. She's doing something there. And then there's some other people right in here. I'm not sure what they're all doing. This guy looks like he's drawing too, or painting. So it looks like a group of artists. And then this is my part of my tag out there. I stitched it on. I think I'll tell a story about that photo. Dee Dee does mind mapping a lot. So let's kind of mind map this picture just for the fun of it. A little one. A little mind map. And I'm not going to, let's not make the circle or anything. Let's just put the picture up here and just say, why were these people out in this is the why question. Let's see. And I think I want some color on the, I've got 45 minutes to do this. Let's put a little color. Well, I don't know if I want to write over acrylic. I need something water-based. I don't know. I always have the acrylic out there. Let's see if I can reach in here and find something water-based. Acrylic is water-based. Here, maybe I'm thinking here. I'm doing this on the fly. I've got the, I wanted a color though. I've got the inks, the walnut ink, but I kind of wanted a color. I've got these. I'm reaching for them here. We've got these. Let's pull these out. And I also have, let me pull it out. I don't use these much. Here, this might be, let me blow the dust off. These, I bought these at Hobby Lobby. They were $24. They were reduced down to $17.99, $18. Then they were reduced to $7.19. Let's use these. I need to use some of this stuff up. Let's use those. I just want a colorful background is what I'm going for here. Let's pull it out. These are alcohol ink. What's on the back of this? Well, this has got a nice base. If any of that alcohol comes through, it'll come through in here, and I won't mind that, but I might put a paper there. Let's put a paper here. I'll keep it from going through there. And I'm going to work on the back of this. And let's get these out. I need to use this stuff up. These are the Bria Reese alcohol ink kit. Is it stuck? Is it stuck? It's stuck. This little thing is keeping it from. I think those are foam pads I can stamp with. All right. It's a foam. You put it on a put it on this holder. Oh, that's convenient. And we'll use this shape. Oh, look. How convenient. That one goes in there. Now, I think I'm going to go for the, well, that's we got ultramarine blue, red, blue, and yellow, of course. I'm going for the red. And let's just set this over. And we're going, the red will match the red stitching in my photo. And you can't see this much unless I hold it up very close to the camera. I forget where my camera is on here. See, look, they're out having a picnic. Whoops, I'm trying to find the right spot here. There, they're having a picnic. Down a little further. So, we're going to write a little story, and hopefully, after I put this ink on here, I can still write on it. That's what I'm hoping. And it looks like I've used this before, or maybe I need to shake this up. No, it's just got a red cap, I guess. Might have come out a little. And if I understand this right, you take this off and douse it on the pad. Yes, ma'am. Let's try this. And whoa! Oh, and I'm getting lots of texture here. Let that soak in a little. It goes pretty fast on their alcohol ink. Well, I've got a blending solution. Let's see if that blending solution if I can blend after I've already put on. Let's put a little blender on it and see what happens. I'm not good at using this stuff. No, it's all, well, it blends a little in here, in there. After I've already put it on there. Maybe I put it on, blend it on the, you guys probably know more about this than I do. Let's put some blender on it. See if that helped it any. Seems like I get a blob and then it disappears. Here's the Meri way. And that's a blob too. I just want some color. Wrong way, Meri. Oh, dearie me. You have to use the, with the handle in your hand, not on the paper. That worked a little better. All right, but it's not going to show up much. So what I'm going to do now, I just wanted some color on that page. I'd like to save these out. I'll make sure I get that cap on straight. These are alcohol inks. Boy, it's hard to put the cap on. Probably why they were on sale. There. Tighten that up good. My doctor will see me with red fingers this morning. And the cap on this. You could probably blend it off separately and then dip your brush in it. Boy, 3 colors for $24 is $8 a bottle, plus your blender. So that brings 4 into 20. What was it, 24? Plus all the foam pads. I think it's a little expensive. But those other inks cost too. Now I'm going to take this and where's my alcohol ink? My and yep. Walnut ink. As long as I got it dark, I might as well. Let's take, what's this? That's my other side of my page. I thought I had a, see, I did come through a little there, but I don't mind because it's already red. Let's take this one. And I'm just playing this morning. I can't get into a big project. I'll just get started and I'll have to quit. And this is sealed shut. Oh. And let's put a drop or 2 in here. I smell the alcohol. Whew. And I don't know. I think I want to dilute it a little. Oh. I'll put a little water. Just a teeny bit. I don't want to spill it. This is pretty strong. I'm always having to dilute that. And what I don't use, I pour back in the jar because I'm not trying to use this as a, you know, I don't mind if it goes back in multimedia. But let's dip my foam in that. Wow. Let's see if I can. Might have diluted it too much. Oh, there we go. And I'll have to dry this. Of course, it gets over there. I'm going to put that picture on here eventually. And I think this will dry lighter. What I might do, well, I don't know. I'm just playing right now. Better than using my fingers. This will dry lighter. It's always darker when it's wet. Oh, I tore a hole in it. Well, that's a good thing. I don't want any more of this. I'm going to pour it back in the jar. And I don't care if it dilutes what's in it because it's so strong. And I'll just put that in there. Let's get out my heat gun and heat gun that. And I think it'll dry lighter. And I'll do something with that. Now my story on that photo might be very short. It might just be a couple sentences. That might be all I can get on here. And I think I'll put my photo over that corn spot. Actually, it's still on there. Hold on. I could put my photo over that. See how much lighter it dries? And I like it crinkly. Yep, yep, yep. I can write on this. But I don't like the straight edges. I don't like the straight edges. So let's tear the edges a little here. And here. What time is it? 7:33. I'll get this done and then I'll probably have to leave. I want to thank you all for coming in. I always say you guys have many other places you could be and places you need to be this morning. And I appreciate you coming in and at least saying hello. Let's see, this goes up here. Let's tear this just a little up at the top. I appreciate you all coming in, and I just love that you all come from different parts of the world. Egypt, and we have a new person who joined our streamathon was Miriam from Israel. And we got you from the Netherlands. Arabella is from the Netherlands. Janet is from the UK. Raul is from Spain. I just love that. Chris is from Mexico. I just love it. All right, and where's my picture? Here's my picture. It's going to go up here. But I feel like I need some ink around the edges. Oh yeah, we're not done. It's an art journal. Or it's a desk journal. And let's see, I'm after sepia ink or distress ink. Let's see what I have here. Walnut stain. I could be using that foam for this, but I actually just like using it off of the pad because, let's grab this sheet underneath, because I feel like I get more ink on my foam than I do my paper. So I like using it right off of the pad here. Some people like blending it in with the foam, which is okay. But I feel like I have more ink left on my foam than I get on my paper. I'm just doing the edges here. Boy, I'd love to go to Goodwill today. I wonder if my brother would be good enough to sit out in the car. He doesn't like to go in on those things. He'll be so glad when I get my driver's license again. He's been carting me around for 3 months. I cart him around when he had his cataract surgery. I put eye drops in his eye and he couldn't drive. And when he had another surgery, I can't remember. There we go. Oh, I'm liking this. And I'm going to leave it rough, and I'm going to put this down first. And I'm going to leave these sides. In fact, I should probably ink those, but we're not going to fool with that. Let's use up my tape here. I'm about done with this. Let's do it here. And I'll leave a little border here so that the edges will kind of pop up a little. You know, they won't be straight to the edge. Because they're torn edges anyway. I'm going to tell just a little paragraph story about that picture. We could mind map it, go into a big mind mapping session. I'll do that another time because I enjoy mind mapping, and it's really fun when we do it as a group because we get so many ideas, but we really don't have enough time this morning. Mind mapping from Dee Dee. I never mind map until Society of Idea Collectors. Dee Dee got me started on that, and I haven't done that for a long time. Let's put this on. And I'm just going to pull all of these off and plop it down. I'm not going to do the Becky bends this morning. I've been doing some bends, though. Keeping myself limber. Christmas. Although we did have a stew the other day, but boy, I'll tell you, in the wintertime, we don't get the same amount of exercise. And I've been doing some knee bends and some ankle strengthening my ankles. All right. Is this right side up? Feels like I need more ink up in there. We'll put this right about in here. And then our picture is going to go right in here. Now, do I want to center it? I think I do. So it just leaves me a little space here. And when I say write a story, the story is just going to be a 2-sentence affair. Look at the stitching on the back. I was playing around with, I was trying to see if I could do a Christmas tree on the back here. Didn't come out too bad, did it? But I said, well, that's going to take me forever to do that. So I put it aside, and then I sewed this picture over it. So they got a Christmas tree in the back. I'm going to put it down on here. Now, is this strong enough, though? I don't think that's strong enough. I'm going to put some double-sided tape. I found another roll of double-sided tape when I was cleaning. I think this is vinyl tape. No, that's double-sided. Let's just cut off a length here. Get my... And whenever I cut double-sided tape, I always get a piece of release paper. It's just easier on your scissors put a piece of release paper over it. And my picture is, yeah, that's good. And I hate using these scissors, but with the release paper, it still sticks a little, but not as bad. Put that back over on my desk. I found another row. I was thinking I was going to have to go buy some, but I found another row of it. And then I can just cut this off. And that'll be saved for another day. And storytelling is fun. I'd encourage you, even if it's a 2-sentence story, I'd encourage you to think about doing more storytelling in your art. Take a picture, even tear a picture out of a magazine. Magazine photos, though, you kind of know the story anyway because they write their article about them. But you could tell a story and just pick a photograph and tell a story like this. And this picture is kind of small. I'll hold it up after I get it done again. Let me pull the tape off here. I just wish they'd give me pull tabs. This tape gets old and it gets kind of hard to pull the release papers off. It'd be so nice to have pull tabs. Now, I really do think they're doing art here. I could be wrong. He could be working at he could be cooking something. And there's another person in here, I think. So we got a lady and a man, a lady and a man. That makes sense to me. And I'm just going to say they went out for an art retreat. Because that's what it reminds me of. I don't know if that's what they're doing in that photo. So, now I call my sketching outdoors urban sketching, but it's really plein air. So I'm going to put, for my story, I'm going to say a group of friends met, I want to say in the forest. That sounds a little weird. A group of friends went on a picnic and took along their, see, I've got to think about how I want to say this. Let's go down to the bottom of the chat. Brenda, that's sad. What did you say, Brenda? She was coming back by the Texas Rangers and returned to a family she did know. She wanted to go home to her family she knew. She went on a hunger strike and she was too weak to fight off the pneumonia. I lost internet for a bit. Quena Parker was my great-great-grandfather. Quena, am I pronouncing that right? Was my great-great-grandfather. My grandmother was 11 when he died. His mother, Cynthia Ann, was captured by the Comanches as a child. It's a sad story, really. She was captured back by the Texas Rangers and returned to a family she did know. She wanted to go home to her family she knew. She went on a hunger strike and was too weak to fight off pneumonia. Oh, Brenda. Arlene says, Mina, my neighbor turns his hearing aid off when his wife starts yapping. I think it's hilarious when she gets so mad. Oh, dear. My brother just ignores me. Becky said, I just sent an email to Vicki Ross to check on her. It's been a year since she made a video. Thank you, Becky. Vicki Ross does beautiful art. Arlene says, driving Miss Meri. Yeah, I want to drive. Is that what you're talking about? Roy, there's Roy. He says, hanging out with y'all gives me the excuse not to go where I should go, but I don't want to. I understand, Roy. Meri, Angie says, Meri, I didn't go back to sleep on you. Woohoo! Aw, Angie. Angie, if you're out there listening, you take your Angie naps. You take your Angie naps. I kind of like to tease her, but Angie's a sweetheart, isn't she? We love our Angie. There's Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Boring. Good morning, Joyce. Roy says, the Meri Atelier. That applicator reminds me of the liquid shoe polish applicators. I wonder if shoe polish would work as well. I'll bet it would, Roy. Becky said, when Scott retires in about 4.5 years, he wants to move to Tennessee, and we will have a smaller house, but we'll add hobby spaces if they aren't available. Oh, Becky, I hope you find the perfect spot. I want you guys to be happy for the rest of your life. But you put an awful lot of work into that house that you have. And I just bet you if you move to another house that you're going to be working more again. Well, it'll probably give you something to do if Scott retires. Let's see. Nina says, good use of it, Arlene. Violet says, the new house will have so much room for all my art. Violet, are you moving? Let's see what Violet says. Let's go back up to Violet. Hopefully send my office to the seller in South Carolina today. The new house, let's see. Watch your fingers, they stain. Uh-oh. I hope I can get that off. That's this, I think she was saying these Bria Resync stain. Oops, too late. Kimberly, too late. Violet said, we'll be very stressful coordinating such a long-distance move, but we'll be glad to leave winter behind. What an adventure, Violet, Kimberly said. Mina. Arlene says, Mina, since the last stroke in 2014, I get confused. Well, you can't be any more confused than Meri. I use mind mapping to keep things straight. That's interesting. Let's see, Violet, I'm missing Violet's story here. Angie said, my grandma was a full-blooded Indian. Arlene says she loves mind mapping. I bought that clearance tool too. Oh, the Bria Reese, you bought it. Are you talking about the Bria Reese or something else? Violet said, my good thing for the week is I finally signed the contract on my house. There's what you're doing. Her neighbor's going to buy her house, and she's going to move south, I think. Violet. She says, Arlene. Mina says, Arlene, when my staff couldn't grasp the big picture, I'd mind map it for them. It worked every time. Yeah, mind mapping is used a lot in well, maybe not where I was, but it is a great office tool to get it to communicate ideas and to brainstorm. We're going to have to mind map something someday. I'm not going to do it today. I want to tell this story. Violet's on the move. Arlene said that she did a genealogy, only 6 generations. Renee said maybe we're related, Beck. Becky said her ancestors are from England, Scotland, and France. Yes, now see, I think my dad's relatives came from England. My mother's relatives came originally from Germany to Russia to the United States, which makes me tend to think my mother's side is more Jewish than my dad's side, but who knows? There's Uncle Bootsy. Roy says, the last name genealogy is so interesting. I learned that every letter in the name is very important. I'm careful to never leave out the M in my last name. Oh, Roy's he's hilarious. Roy, you make me giggle every time. Roy's last name is Schmidt. And when you leave out the M in Schmidt, you get something that you really, I'm not even going to say it, Roy. Roy, he's so hilarious. Oh. Arlene said she's not going to do the happy memory jar. She says or the scavenger hunt this year. I've already got too much going. Well, that's true. When you got a lot going. I like the happy memory jar because I can keep it right here in my journal, and it's going to travel with me through the year. So let's tell this story. I'm trying to think a good way to say it. I know they're out in I want to say the forest. And it looks like they are having a picnic because I got some thermos jugs, but it looks like they're doing an art retreat. It looks like they're out doing plein air painting. So a group of friends got together one day to do some plein air painting. I think that's just what I'll say. It doesn't have to be, it'd be edited 20 times if it went through an editor. So I'm just say a group of friends, and they are friends. And I say got together. What's another word for got together? Met. But I like got together. It's more me. It's more me. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Got together one day to do some, I'm going to call it plein air. I think it's in plein air. ENPLEIN air. On plein air painting. It was a beautiful day in the forest. Each one of them, let's see. I'm just going to say it how I would say it in my head. Each one sees the same landscape with different eyes. They all came home with masterpieces. That's my story. It's a little 3-sentence story. They all went home with masterpieces. See, it doesn't have to be. Now, you could develop that into, you could develop it into something else. One could be painting an object here, one could be painting an object there, and they were starting to look at their canvases and going, what's this? What is this? And so, well, I have the answer over here. And it could be a mystery. It could be a mystery. But we're not going to go into that. I got 6 minutes left to finish this. Let's see. This is January 5th, 2023. And I'm going to sign it here. And what should I title this? Painting in the Woods, plein air. Plein air. I think I'll just call it Plein Air Friends. PLEIN. Is there an E on that? Oh, I can always put an E on it. Plein Air Friends. That's the title of this. There's my story right there. I'm going to call that done. So I did this. I worked on my calendar. I chatted a lot. What did I start out with? I don't even remember. I think I'll use this as my thumbnail. Let's say goodbye. I have to leave a little early today because I got to get ready for the doctor. I have to go wash my hands, see if I can get this ink off of my hands and clean up a little. All right, let me go down to the bottom here. Whoops. Brenda says, I'm a mutt. I think I am too, Brenda. Dutch, German, Dutch, Welsh, Irish, Scottish, Russian, Cherokee, and Comanche, and little bits of the other. Violet says, mine, however, has improved some since my accident, but when I'm really stressed, things go bad. What are we talking about? Bye, Mary. Bye, Arlene. Have a great day. Yeah, she says, have a great day in spite of the doctor appointment. I'm going to see if my brother will let me go to Goodwill this morning or today. He says, I better do it all in one trip. I'm going to hold this picture up close one more time so you guys can see it. So hold it up close so you can see they're out in the woods. And in my head, they're painting. In my head, this guy is working on a canvas. And this guy is over here too on the right-hand side. And it looks like she's admiring something. I'm not sure what she's doing. And I swear there's another lady in there. It's hard to see. Photography, especially home photography back then was, and that's what I love about these old photos. That's what I love about them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for spending a Thursday morning with me. Have a great day. I think that Pink Girlie's going to come on. Now, I don't know. I'm leaving early, so she might come on early, but she traditionally comes on at 9 o'clock. So look for Pink Girlie, Lori Pink Girlie. And Thursday afternoon, I've lost it. I don't know who's on Thursday afternoon. Becky, thank you for the sewing tips. I'll remember them. Becky told me you can put this pin cushion on your finger. I didn't know that's what it was for. She also told me when I take the thread off of this machine, not to pull it through the needle, to snip it off at the spool and pull it that way. And she told me never to turn the wheel backwards. 3 things I learned from Becky this morning. Thank you very much, Becky. Becky said she's done with box cameras. Oh, she said this is done with box cameras. Thank you, Becky. I think she said done with box cameras, and I thought she was done with them. Yeah. This photo was, she's saying that was taken with a box camera, which is cool. All right, I'm not done chattering. I got to let you guys go. Beth Schuler will be on tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Go out and enjoy it. Bye.